Good afternoon. Welcome to Follow Your Brush with Pam, and thank you for joining me. I'm asking myself questions today. I always seem like I have more questions than I have answers. I've been painting with watercolor now for about 4 years. I did do some painting before that, but not with watercolor, and that's a whole new adventure. So thank you for joining me. I am not a professional instructor. I'm an adventurer, and when I began, I had so many questions and so little answers, but I wanted to have somebody that I could go to that might be following the same journey and have questions along with me, or someone that I could ask. So when I started this channel, it was to be an adventurer and share my questions with you and some of my answers that I have found, and you might be in the same boat. So that's why I have Follow Your Brush. So thank you for joining me. This particular picture that I'm doing is a picture that I took of a church 6 years ago in Leipzig, Germany. If you can see that. I liked it because of the dark on one side and the light on the other, and the sweeping motion in the clouds and the foliage. At the time I took it, I wasn't painting, but it was something about it struck me that I wanted to paint it, even though I wasn't painting as yet. In watercolor anyway. I've been working on it for days in different methods, different papers, different techniques. Here's one that I did. I did this one kind of in a reddish gold, and then a gold here. Not quite what I'm looking for. Kind of messed up my sky, but that wasn't my focus when I was painting. Then I did this one without a sketch. Just kind of came in. The shape is different, obviously. It's just one-sided. And just played with that. And then I did this one yesterday in my sketchbook. And also came in with some lavender on this side, or some moon glow, I think it was. And then lighter on that side, and then just kind of played with my foliage. Don't even have a sky. So today I wanted to share it with you, what I was doing. I did sketch this ahead of time with my little ruler. Came in and did some measurements because, you know, it's so easy for me anyway to get my perspective off. This side I did not sketch ahead of time. In fact, this is just a wet on wet. I did my sky, which is now dry. Some foliage down here, a little bit damp. Then I came in this side with some rows of ultramarine. I kind of mix the colors up. It kind of makes me pay attention to what I'm doing rather than trying to totally replicate the original scene. I'm going to go back into this side here and come back in with some more of my rows of ultramarine and see if I can't give this side some more definition. I'm using my large goat hair synthetic brush from Tracy Levinson. As you can see, it holds tons of water, but yet at the same time, look at this fabulous tip that you get, and you can just bring that tip right down and get your lines. It is holds quite a lot of water. So I'm going to take some of that off a little bit and dry that. I like that color for the dark side. Let me come back in with a little bit more. And what I'm going to do is I'll come back and think about my windows in a little bit, but right now I'm just trying to get my light and dark, and I like that actually. So even though this is my large brush, look at the beautiful tip on this. This is by Tracy Levinson. He makes all his own brushes. I'll put the link for his website and information in my description. While I'm doing that, I'm going to come back on this side. Now, what I did on this side is I did not measure. I did not sketch. I'm just coming in kind of with an idea what I want to do. And as you can see, I already put some, just some hints of windows in here. Hopefully you can see that. I just did that with a wet brush. You can often come back in with just a wet brush and just come back over and lift or blend and soften. So I'm getting two different kind of looks here. This one is a little bit wider and fatter because I did not use a ruler, whereas this one was with the ruler. But I'm liking both of these. I'm going to come back in with just a touch. I want this to be lighter, so it has more water, same color. And yes, it can blend a little bit. It's still wet on the sides, so that's what's causing that to spread. But I'm not going to fuss with that at the moment because that's okay. I like for watercolor just to kind of take me where it wants to go. As long as it's wet, as long as your page is wet. I said this yesterday, the one I did yesterday or the day before. As long as your paper's wet, this pigment is going to move. And that could be for good or ill, actually. You can mess it up in a hurry, or you can just add some little touches. So in this one, I'm just coming back in and adding some touches here. Actually, I don't know which one I like better. I'm thinking I kind of like this one that I didn't sketch ahead of time. I don't know. Time will tell. One of the things that I am prone to do is just to fiddle and keep working, and then I kind of mess it up. So I don't want to do that. That's why I have two that I'm working on at the same time. So one can dry while I'm working on the other one. But I do like this one on the right. Let me kind of put some windows in here too. My brush is extremely holding a lot of water. That's one thing about these brushes. They're very thirsty. They will hold your water for you and not let it go, which is a good thing. Kind of come back down here on the right hand side and just add an idea that these windows might be here. This is my darker side. So I'm just going to kind of hint at those windows. I like that. A little more pigment than water. The Rose of Ultramarine by Daniel Smith that I'm using is quite pigmented. So that's why I'm getting some textures in here as it flows. I know the original picture has more than two windows, and that's all right. At the moment, I'm just dripping in my paint just to kind of give the idea. Come back over here. This is dried a little bit. Just to kind of add some on this one too. Anyway, I just want to come in and say hello and show you what I'm doing. I think often if I have a subject that keeps calling to me to come back to it again and again and again and again, it's because I'm learning something from it. And it's like the watercolor teaches me what I need to know. I can watch tutors online. I'm not a tutor. This is not a tutorial, but I watch them and I enjoy them. I can watch them all day, but until I sit down at my paper with my paint and my brush and water, I'm not really gonna quote unquote get it until I get in there and try. So that's what I wanted to share with you today. If you have something that keeps calling you back again and again, just go for it. Just keep doing it. Angela Fair calls calls it working in a series. We just do it over and over and over. And each time it's going to teach you something. These are the same subject, but side by side, they're already very different because of the manner in which I approached it. This one was sketched, more thought out. This is looser and softer, which actually I like. I kind of like that loose watercolor feeling that it gives you. The tip of my brush enables me to kind of come in here and just add some foliage without filling up the whole area. I like that too. So that's all I have for today. I was just in here playing and I thought, oh, I'm just going to share this for a minute, what I'm doing, and I don't know if it's helpful or not. Hopefully it's helpful. Those of you that are adventurers in watercolor, as I, just following my brush and seeing where it might take me. Thank you for coming along with the journey, and I hope you have fun today. Try something new. Maybe there's something that's challenged you, you want to go back to and try it again. Like I say, you can watch tutorials and get ideas, but until you kind of come back in there and play with it yourself, I personally don't get it until I just work it out. Just work it out. That's what you have to do. Just kind of like they say, you just got to walk it off. So I guess this is my walk it off exercise. Just coming in here and trying again and trying again and trying again. So thanks for watching, and hope you're having a great day and a great weekend. And I'm going to continue my journey here to Leipzig, Germany, and enjoy this scene that I took on the riverboat ride through Leipzig, Germany. Thank you all for watching. Like and subscribe if you so desire. You can also follow me on Facebook and follow your brush. Thanks. Bye.